fourth time I'm making this recording, and I hope that this one goes through. I'm using Luminar Neo for these edits, and just to kind of give you a short idea of how easy it is to use. It's a very powerful tool, and anyone who's an amateur or all the way up to a professional can use this tool. On the other hand, you can, if you're editing heavy or if you use a heavy hand when editing the image, you can make a complete mess. So let's start. I photographed these three images on the way to and in Vrindavan many years ago, and this one in Nahargarh Fort in Jaipur also many years ago. I will only demonstrate and edit with these two images today. So I'll start with this one, go straight to the edit tab, and the first thing that I see is that I need to remove these smudges and a few dust spots. So I click the erase button, remove dust spots, click the remove power lines, which it did not do, reduce the size of my brush, click the erase, brush over this, click erase, and that one is gone. I want to remove some of these as well. I am not doing a very fine job here, largely because this is not the main point of this particular video. Now I'm going to go up to the Enhance tab, and the Enhance tab has already improved the image significantly. I'm going to improve the sky, reduce the noise slightly, slight sharpening, brighten the shadows, improve the vibrance. Now this image, if I go back, already looks much better. So before and after, and in a very short time. Now I will replace the sky, and this is where you can either do a good job or a terrible job. So this is the first sky that Luminar has recommended, and it's not bad. It almost matches the scene. The color of the sky is okay. I can lower the sky a little bit. I can raise the sky, but if you raise the sky, you find that the horizon doesn't blend. So lower it just to have a better blend with the horizon. Mask refinement, close any gaps which you might have here, for instance. Sometimes you have gaps between the trees, so you close those gaps, fix a few details. Do a bit of relighting. Here we go. There's no humans, so I'm not going to do anything here. But if I now decide that I want to get something else, and this button doesn't work for some reason. Okay, let's assume I want that sky. Now this sky doesn't match. There is no way that this sky matches at all. And if I want to use something dramatic, like why doesn't it click? It doesn't click anyway. But I presume that you get the point. This sky is clearly nothing compared with this sky. This sky, sorry, that's a premium one, so forget about it. Okay, these other skies are not working so well. For some reason, my button decided to stop working. Let me now go back into the landscape mode here, dehaze it. Now this one, the foliage enhancer, will increase the greens in the foliage, but if I push it all the way up, it looks toxic. Here we go. The water enhancer is good for the water. Now look at the water, the original color. This red is the masking, which shows you where it is being affected. So if I push this all the way up, you see that the water is becoming blue. So I'm going to reduce the blue, increase the green because there's more green, bring back some of the original color, and now there's a slightly subtler change which makes it look better. Let me see if this sky tab is working now. It did. So, bright blue sky. Let's have a look at the bright blue sky. There, nothing matches. Of course, sunsets and sunset clouds will not work at all. So, here we have it. But as you can see, if you don't choose your sky well, you can get some fairly bizarre results. The second image, I'm going to start with a preset. I have this already open, so let me set this now to burn film, just for the heck of it. So burn film it is. I can reduce the extent or the intensity of this preset, and I'm doing that because I want some detail on this guy's face. Move to the edit tab, and I want you to look at the sky here. So I'm going to just do an enhance, sky enhance, noiseless, it says low, so I'm going to reduce the noise. And you can have some fun while it does the work. The develop tab, there's not much to do. I can actually increase the shadows, vibrance maybe not. Now this image is actually done, but if I want, I can dehaze it. And what else can I do with this image if I want to? I can add some grain, but the grain in this image doesn't look that great. It's a little bit better now that it's not too big. Do I want to add sun rays? Let me add some sun rays. Place the sun center. Here's the sun center. I move it out of the frame. Now if I increase this, it looks strange. Reduce, it looks better. Increase, reduce, and I'm going to reduce the rays of the sun because I don't want the sun to appear. There you go. This is much better. But if I do this, it's strange. There's a wash. And now you get a sense. Now, will you change the sky in this image? I recommend not. This still gives you a sense of heat, even though it wasn't the hottest day of the year, but it gives you a sense of heat. If I now decide to change the mood, where is that? Now this is what is known as a color lookup table, and these color lookup tables will change the entire look and feel of the image. So when you're choosing a lookup table, choose something that works. Let's go up. So as you can see, as I'm moving this up and down, the entire look and feel of the image is changing. If I want something which is more cross-process, this is okay, this is bizarre, but let's say I go with this, and I'm saying I'm done. So here you have this image edited. You might like it, you might not like it. Some people might call it strange and some might not, but now if I decide to be, well, a happy dude, and I change the sky, there you go. It looks absolutely artificial. It doesn't matter what I do, it looks artificial. So this still looks better. So 2 edits in Luminar Neo. Things that you can do well, things that you can make a complete mess of. The photographs in your Luminar Neo are on the left. This panel gives you other information. So this gives you the information of the camera, the ISO, the focal length, the f-stop and the shutter speed. Here you can use this generative tool for erasing. I don't use it often. Swapping, expanding, focus stacking, panorama and upscaling. So I can upscale this image 2 times, upscale, and now it will upscale and it will place it in a different folder. So that's all that there is to Luminar Neo. You can only upscale one image at a time. Here you have it along with other images that I've upscaled. So thank you.